Hello, beautiful ones, and welcome back to my channel. How has your week been? Let me know down in a comment below. I'm so excited to be back here with you. And I'm excited to talk a little bit with you today about style and giving you an update about the ways that I have been working on staying more put together, looking more put together, yet having a bit of practicality to my everyday style now that I am a mother. And I want to just have a general conversation about it. So if you're used to kind of my structured videos, this will still be a little bit structured in how I approach the conversation, but I do have a lot of thoughts here that I have enjoyed connecting with some of you in my DMs about. So I thought I would just open up the conversation and have a little chat about looking put together when maybe you are a woman with a very full schedule, or you're just trying to figure out how to create some new style habits for yourself. And I hope that it's a productive conversation. Really quickly though, I have to say a special welcome to you if you are new here. I'm so happy to have you. My name is Leisha. I have been working on going from broke beach bum, not even having a makeup routine or a hairstyle routine at all, to becoming a more elegant, feminine, and affluent woman. So if you would like to join me along for your own level up journey and find inspiration as we connect together here, I typically upload every Sunday, and I would love for you to subscribe. Now, let's talk about the comments that I get sometimes asking me how I'm able to look so put together as a mother, as a woman with a busy lifestyle. I have a very full schedule. I don't like to look at it as being busy. I like to think that, having the perspective of living a full life, doing things that I love and things that bring me purpose is the way that I live my life. And so how is it that I can figure out looking put together versus I think we have the picture of being busy as, oh, ain't nobody got time for that. I can share some hacks with you and some tips that I have found along the way, and maybe they will be helpful to you. But I also want to have a very honest conversation about it. I have to tell you that what you see here on YouTube, how you see me show up in my videos and on Instagram even some days, although Instagram is more of the behind the scenes and some of my thoughts throughout the week and how I show up throughout the week. Of course, I'm going to present myself here in videos a little bit more professionally, a lot more put together. I typically don't do a full-on contoured face of makeup for my everyday life unless it is date night, unless I'm out on vacation, I'm going to an event, something like that. So what you see here in my videos, this is actually not really, as far as my makeup goes, how I would spend time on my grooming habits and my appearance for just a regular day. Now, I do love this top. I do wear this in my regular day-to-day life, and I'll get to some style tips in just a minute on how I achieve a put-together look just in the everyday aspect of leveling up. But I had to say that because I think that one of the unfortunate things about the leveling up community that sometimes feels a little out of alignment for me is that a lot of us can show up looking glamorous, looking just perfect with nothing out of place, and think that that is the reality. And while it is lovely and I enjoy looking very glamorous when I can and bringing an air of elegance to my appearance, that's not always realistic, and that's not always how we have to show up. Everyone needs a day off. Everyone needs to be able to take a break and lounge in the yoga pants. Although I don't do that on a regular basis, I will say I used to, I really don't do that anymore. I think that I just want to give you that space to understand and not feel down on yourself or your level up journey if you're still working through figuring that out, and maybe you are spending a little bit more time in your yoga pants every day or every week. So I had to say that because that's something that I really struggled with in the beginning. And as I was coming back from maternity leave, I had to stop putting myself, my fantasy self out there for me to feel like I was shooting for and missing completely that version of myself. And just kind of understand that this is a journey and this is the level that I'm on right now. I am working up to that. I would love to have the glam squad showing up every morning to do my hair and makeup before I go start my work day, before I am going out on play dates with my daughter and things like that. That would be amazing. But that's not the level that I'm on. Okay. I definitely have other things that I would bring a team in for before having a whole glam squad show up for every single day of my life, right? So I just wanted to, again, say that and put that before we get into the style conversation. Let's talk about my style and where I started, what I have worked on for the past 2 years, and now where I am as a mother. So in the beginning, I regularly would wear cut off jean shorts, very revealing outfits. I did not do my hair. I went with generally kind of a, no fuss approach at all whatsoever. And it was not from a place of just being confident in myself. It was more from a place of laziness, of not really taking care of myself. And so that's where I was when I decided to start making the change to level up my appearance and work on my style a little bit more. I did love more of the bohemian style outfits, but I had not come anywhere close to having sort of the chicness that you can see with some ladies that prefer that style. I did not even really dress very feminine, so I definitely had a lot of just pants that I would gravitate towards and not really wear dresses hardly ever. Maybe for, again, a date night, I would put on a dress. I would wear something that was a little bit more sexy and I would enjoy it then. But now I must say that over the time of starting my level up journey and working on my style, I have put many more dresses into my wardrobe on a regular basis. I enjoy more classic style pieces. I think that, that is kind of a misconception, I think, of staying home all day and working from home, being a mother, chasing after kids, that you have to wear your grungy clothes. And I have completely changed my perspective on that. So one of the things that I think is important to looking put together to begin with is you have to start with the foundation that you're working with, which is, your body, the canvas that you're going to put the clothes on. I have a habit that I think is one of the top feminine and elegant habits that you need to make sure is a non-negotiable: to do your skincare, do your makeup, even if it's just a 5-minute face, and style your hair to a certain extent every day. I truly do that every day. So some days my 5-minute face is putting on my tinted moisturizer, some mascara, and a tinted lip balm or something. But that is still me bringing in a routine to make myself look put together. Some days it is my hairstyle being pulled back into a hair clip or a bun because maybe I am on my 3rd day of not having washed my hair. I'll leave a little bit of information on my hair routine here. I don't wash my hair every single day and style it every single day. I like to wash it 3 times a week, and I will do a full style on that day that I wash it and just leave it until the 3rd day where I will wash it again. But you have to have those little routines in place in order to have anything to work with to look put together in the first place, okay? The second thing that I would mention when it comes to looking put together that has worked really well for me is having a more classic style. Some people refer to this as more of the old money style, and some of us may refer to this just as like a classic feminine style. They're kind of the same to me. This is the way that old money dresses, and I like that. I like that, I can buy the more classic styled pieces, maybe spend a little bit extra on them or buy them gently used and secondhand, which I highly recommend if you're on a budget and you're working on saving more money for investing and things like that. Because when it comes to a wardrobe, I do not think that you have to go all out and spend the most on a high designer item in order to look leveled up and to look put together. I want to encourage you in that if you are especially looking for more of a practical wardrobe and you're just getting used to the idea of wearing some of your nicer pieces around the house that maybe you wouldn't even wear out, that is important to keep in mind, that you can still buy quality pieces secondhand, or you can buy just a classic style. So when I say classic style, I look for a lot of things that are some separates. So this top is a really great example. This is a linen top from J. Crew, which is a very affordable mid-range brand. I love the tailored pieces that J. Crew makes as well. They all have a very similar aesthetic. It's very easy to purchase a few things from them at a completely reasonable budget and mix and match them together. So you can go from skirts, you can go to dresses that are able to be dressed up or down. You can find linen tops like this one that are in a variety of colors, so you can work with your color palette. And I generally like to wear neutrals and some jewel tones. Red is my just wow color. I like to source some pieces in red, but I also really just love neutrals because they all pair so well together. So that's another tip. When it comes to a classic style, it's great to have pieces that are in the general same color family and that can all be worn together when you're just starting out, especially. That is my everyday classic style that I think has allowed me to just kind of go into my closet, pull a few things out for the day, and easily, quickly look put together. Now, I have to say that before, I did not like to wear dresses around the house. If you are someone who's working from home, you have children that you're taking care of all day, you're cooking, even cleaning, I have been enjoying wearing dresses, especially during spring, summer, and even early fall here. All that you need to do to be a little bit more practical if you want to protect your clothing from getting soiled and worn down is wear an apron. I think that there are so many really cute, beautiful feminine aprons, and you can easily take that apron, put it over your dress, put it over your button-down shirt with your trousers, and be ready to go and tackle any task around your home that day while still feeling put together, while not being ashamed to answer the door if somebody knocks. I truly enjoy my aprons here lately, and I know that maybe it seems a little made in Manhattan, or just like aprons are old-fashioned, but I truly think there's something, again, classic and beautiful. It's a utilitarian piece that every woman should have, especially if you are a homemaker here and you're currently working at my level, which is where I do not have a private chef. I do not have a cleaning lady that comes all the time to my home. I am still doing a lot of that work myself, but I don't want to feel like a complete slob. And often, if I'm going to be going out and running errands, I don't want to have to change into multiple outfits throughout the day. Another secret that I will share to looking put together, even though you need to have a practical style and you want to feel a little bit more elegant, jewelry. Having a few quality jewelry pieces that even if you wear them the same day, they can really elevate your look at just, the drop of a hat. 2 minutes to put on a pair of earrings and a bracelet and maybe a simple necklace. So I wear these earrings all of the time. They're from one of my favorite brands, Lagos. I generally will ask for this jewelry as gifts around the holidays every year for my birthday, and that's one of the ways that I've enjoyed building a collection and also having heirlooms that I can now pass down to my daughter. So I would say that fine jewelry, not anything that's too expensive. If you're kind of not working in that budget, stay in your budget, don't go into debt, but having some quality jewelry pieces can elevate an outfit very easily. So even if you are still kind of around the home all day, but you're going to run out and go take a lunch or do some errands, just throw on a couple of nice pieces of jewelry with those classic outfits. And wow, it can help you so much to feel like you took your look up a notch and you just leveled up your appearance without having to go to great lengths. While I'm on the subject of jewelry, let's go into accessories. Quality accessories, which I think I've also talked about this in some previous videos before. Quality accessories can also help you to quickly elevate a look. So, throwing on a quality leather belt. Every woman should have a black leather belt, a brown leather belt, and a neutral beige or white colored leather belt. And I like to match these typically to either my shoes or my handbag. I don't like to be too matchy-matchy. I don't believe that you have to have a matching bag and belt and shoes on with every single look, but I do like to use those accessories to elevate my look just a little bit. And you can do that without looking too over the top if you're trying to find ways to feel more put together just throughout a regular casual day. So I hope that you enjoy those tips. Those are some very real tips that I am incorporating every single day now, especially since becoming a mother. This really puzzled me when I first had my daughter. I feel like I had worked myself to a great point when I was working. I had my tailored outfits. I was getting pieces tailored. That's kind of another thing that is a tip. I'll leave a video on tailoring here and how much that can make a difference with what you're wearing. I generally dressed up a lot more just for every day because I left the house a lot more before I was a mother. Now I am all the time working completely remote. I don't go to an office ever. I may have some client meetings, so I have, the collared shirts and a blazer I can put on if I need to be even more elevated for just a 1-hour call. But that can be puzzling for a lot of women. That can be a difficult thing to feel like you have the freedom to be practical, but also feel feminine and elegant. Don't underestimate the power of just a quality dress. I really encourage you, if you want to work on challenging yourself to look at your style from a new perspective, your at-home style, wear a dress every day for, 3 or 4 days out of the week. Put an apron over it and just see how it makes you feel. I promise I am still able to get down on the floor with my daughter and pick her up. I'm still able to do a lot in a dress and it's super comfortable. So I love dresses that maybe have prints, or I have found that certain materials and lighter colors will do better when I am trying to remove spit up off of them. And so again, that is a tip that I would love to give you, is just to think about how can you elevate your style a little bit, even though maybe your perspective is that this is a nicer item of clothing and I would not really want to be wearing this all day at home. So you can find some lovely things that are perfect for feeling elegant and feminine, but also being practical and wearable for your home life. Thank you so much for watching this video. In the description below, I have left a link to my kit.co page where I have put together some links to items and pieces from my favorite brands that I actually wear both around the home and I feel like help me look put together when I leave without necessarily feeling like I can't do life in these looks, right? Feel free to check those out and take a look. I hope that they're helpful to you. I just love, again, a classic feminine style, and I do think that it works really well for those of us who are on a level up journey and we're just kind of trying to find a style that looks elegant, feminine, and still allows us to live the lives that we'd love to live. For some more glamorous looks, if you would like me to talk about some date night looks and some looks that I will wear out to events and things like that, I don't go to much right now, but I would love to start doing that. That is something that I want to work on next, is working on adding some maybe glamorous pieces to my closet that I can wear out for date nights. That is something I'm starting to return to, hopefully in the near future, now that my daughter is over 6 months old. So all of that being said, I appreciate you watching this video. Please give this a thumbs up if you'd like to see more from me, and don't forget to join me back here next week for another one. I will see you then. Take care. Bye.